oh, well, the white supremacists have to be more violent than their subjects. That's how they conquered their subjects, all right? And so I'm their subject. I'm a prisoner of war. I was born in their prison because they had already captured, taken my ancestors into captivity. So I was born, my mother, my legitimate father, because the white supremacists became our illegitimate parents, okay? That's why we have to run to them for everything. We're still children, because once you become a prisoner of war, you're in a childlike state. Doesn't make any difference how old you are. Black males walking around trying to say that they are men. It's impossible to be a man in the system of white supremacy if you're black. That is absolutely impossible. Give up on that. You have to eliminate the system of white supremacy in order to qualify for the beginning of manhood. Not to say anything about being a man. It can't happen. And the black female cannot be a woman, because a woman is the womb of man. That's what woman means, womb. All right? But she gives birth to boys. Black females giving birth to boys. Boys are subject to men. And that's why the black female just practically tears her hair out saying, I wish that I could find me a man, but I'm having to go to bed and have babies by boys. I mean, because we are all prisoners of war. That's why. It's not going to happen, gentlemen. I don't care how we flex our muscles and how many weights we lift while we're locked up in greater confinement, because we were born in confinement. We just get in greater confinement when we wind up in Folsom or Angola or Attica or some other place. That's greater confinement. But, we lifting weights and putting on dark shades and getting tattoos and swaggering in the middle of the sidewalk, forcing everybody to get off, trying to prove what? Our manhood. It's not going to work, because a 15-year-old white supremacist can walk up to us and say, get off the sidewalk. All right? And you say, I'm 10 times bigger than you, stronger than you, and I can take you out. See, but it ain't taking out that 15-year-old white, what you call 15-year-old white boy in the system of white supremacy, because he is the man. Why? Because he's got a whole machine called the system of white supremacy behind him. All right? It's not him as an individual. That whole machine is coming after you. And everybody that you know, and neither your homies or your mother or anybody that you call your buddies can protect you from that machine in the system of white supremacy, which is why we are having this long discussion every week about how to get rid of the system of white supremacy and replace it with a system of justice, which is what we should have had in the first place.